How did I make billions from Eman 9? Well, that answer is fairly simple. I spent 120 hours grinding it. Now, this 120 hours was not easy in the slightest. It was very painstaking and grueling. And by grueling, I mean I probably have carpal tunnel now. But I mean, doesn't every Skyblock player? Carpal tunnel is just a part of the job. One thing you might be thinking right now is, how did you actually make a ton of profit from Eman? I mean, everything I've heard, Eman just breaks even. Well, I got some drops. Some were less expensive, some were more expensive, but the main drop I was grinding for was the Judgment Core, which happens to be worth around 340 million coins. But no more adding suspense to this intro. Today, I got Eman 9 and finally ended my suffering. What made me want to grind Eman? Well, it all started one morning when I decided I wanted to try to drop a Judgment Core for a little bit of content. I mean, what's better than having a lot of money and content? Am I right? Little did I know that this would be a rather long grind that would eventually get me down a massive rabbit hole that is Eman. Later, my goals changed and I realized that I wanted to eventually get Eman 9 so that I could vent grind to do Kudra. But we don't need to get into that right now. All I need to know is that when I started out, I was incredibly unlucky. Unlucky to a point where everybody was mocking me for how incredibly unlucky I was. How unlucky was this? And why did I say unlucky about 3 times in the same sentence? Well, I had gone 650,000 Enderman XP without dropping a core. Now, this eventually got so ridiculous that I made 2 videos on it. One video essentially just being kind of a funny, literally just me complaining about my RNG for 5 minutes straight, but I made it into a video. And the other one is when I finally dropped my first core. Speaking of cores, yeah, I got a couple of those. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! And I didn't have my RNG meter selected either. I still have 700,000 XP. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh my goodness. It's finally over. It's finally over. It's finally over. But man, looking at this right now, it looks so beautiful. I still can't believe I have this. I only overreacted a tiny bit. But boys, here's the best part of this. I dropped that without my RNG meter being set, so I still have 650,000 stored XP. We're gonna get 2 cores. Alright, so y'all know my guild admin, Manuli, right? You know, little RNG carried little idiot, I'll say. He's dropped 4 cores before Eman 9. He just dropped one earlier today. Yeah, well, look what I just dropped, boys. I just dropped a Judgment Core. Dude, I was literally just doing a little bit of grinding, just trying to get to Eman 9, just randomly, just Judgment Core, just right there. Wasn't even like trying for Judgment Core or anything. Just Judgment Core, right there. And when you look at that, I didn't even have my meter on, so I still have 782k XP. So, I mean, we're getting a 3rd core, boys. Oh, boys. And guess what I did again? Yeah, I filled up my RNG meter and dropped a Judgment Core. Now, to be fair, when I dropped this, if I screw up a little bit, I was 5,000 XP exactly away from filling up my RNG meter, so dropping at 5,000 XP before, I might as well have filled up the RNG meter. But, boys, there it is. That is my 3rd core. I am technically on par with normal RNG now after way too long of grinding. Anyway, hoping for a 4th core. Quickly before we continue, only 23% of y'all are actually subscribed. And I am incredibly close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. And at 10k, I'll be doing a couple special things. Maybe a little bit of Q&A, maybe my mod folder release. A couple people have been asking for that. And also a custom texture pack I will be releasing. Also, my channel has been a little in the dumps recently, getting significantly less views than I used to. Probably because of a 9-day break that I took while recording these 3 Eman videos. So liking and commenting on this video would greatly help me get back into the algorithm. Unfortunately, I would not get a 4th core, but dropping these 3 cores gave me the motivation I needed to finish up grinding. And grind I did. Over the next week, I began to non-stop grind until I hit Eman 9. And let me tell you, the feeling of finishing a massive grind after so long, it's really, really nice. 50k XP until Eman 9. This has been a grind, and well, it's almost done. It's still gonna take me a little bit though. And 40k XP. I 100% do not have depression. Pretend I added air quotes to that. Ooh, 30k EXP. Somebody throw me out a window, please. And finally, 20,000 EXP until Eman 9. Oh, I'm getting so close. to being able to no life flares. So yeah, I'm just going from no life to no life. I think this is a problem. I have issues. 10k EXP left. It may or may not be 2 a.m. when I'm recording this, and I may or may not be losing my sanity a little bit. I'm also invisible for whatever reason, but 10k EXP. Will my boss do 5k XP Void Conqueror skin? Yay. So I've got 150k XP left, and it's time for the final boss until Eman 9. It's very late at night, but we just gotta spawn this in and hopefully not throw. Ignore guild chat, please. Although, to be fair, you should join my Discord. There won't be toe picks, but you can join my Discord. There we go, 105 out of 109. Where do we want to spawn this in? Okay, I think we spawn it on layer down from top. Hit this, hit that, hit this one, and wait for this boy to spawn in. And here we go, boys. Last boss until Eman 9. I'm probably gonna throw. But honestly, I'm just going to play it a little bit safe. I don't really care how long it takes. I just want to get this boss done and over with. I don't want to have to spawn another boss. And we got another phase here. And hits phase again. Let's see if I can actually get a good hits phase. But it's 2 a.m. I probably cannot get a good hits phase. Go to Beacon. Amazing. Absolutely immaculate boss right here. Honestly, it is perfection. Perfection. I am so tired. I cannot do commentary right now. Oh my god. You don't understand what it's like to stay up doing Glooms at like 2 to 4 a.m. when you're completely totally brain dead, when you had gotten like 3 hours of sleep the night before. Eman 9. There it is. Oh my goodness. We just gotta copy that, put it in there, gotta put it in the guild chat. Enderman Slayer level 9. I feel like I should be more excited, but I'm not. This has been like 150 hours in the making, but I'm entirely dead inside. And I guess while we're here, we might as well read out the perks. So we get plus 5 health, and this is what I'm most worried about. Plus 15% chance to find rare creatures such as Zealots, Inquisitors, Elusives, and Vanquishers. I'm mostly worried about the Vanquishers here. Click to collect. Enderman Slayer level 9. Oh, that's amazing. And we leveled up to Skyblock level 222. But now that I have Eman 9, I'm going to stay as far away from Eman as possible. So that means that we're going to be selling / soulbinding a couple things. First of all, we're going to be putting my final destination back in the museum. I really wish I could sell this. It would be worth quite a lot, but I soulbound it pretty much as soon as I crafted this. But final destination's back in the museum, and it actually counts for a decent bit of museum value. So now we got a little extra slot in the wardrobe. I think I'm going to go ahead and put my farming set in there. I've been using that a lot recently. We can also rearrange our inventory back to its original state, and I will be keeping the Daedalus Axe and the Fire Veil from this Eman grind because Fire Veil and Daedalus Axe are both generally very useful. But I will be selling these 3 items right here. Well, not selling this one. I'm stupid. Soulbinding that one. It was already soulbound. We're going to sell these 2. The Gloom Lock. I don't really need that for anything other than Eman. And the Soul Whip. Would have used this for ghost grinding, but meta changed, and now it's only really useful for Eman, so we're going to sell both these. And also, something a little controversial is I'm actually going to sell my Ender Dragon. Now, you might be asking why, mostly. It's really good, and it is currently my best pet, even better than my Golden Dragon. Well, thing is, I'm going to be getting into doing a whole lot of flare grinding and whatnot, which will get my G-Drag up to 200 pretty quickly. And also, I need 1 bill bank and just a decent amount of money so that I can invest more into my Kudra setup, which will then in turn make me a whole lot of money. So then I can eventually buy this back. Don't worry, I'll be getting an E-Drag again eventually. It's a long-term investment. And I think last thing we need to get rid of is probably going to be my Ender Relic. Now again, a lot of people are going to be questioning me on this, saying that I'm an idiot. Well, it's 200 mil, and I could probably buy 3 other mythic talismans with that 200 mil. It's just not worth it to keep it when the only use that I've had for it other than a talisman has been expended. So now I can just buy other talismans to use them as talismans. But I'm going to invest in Kudra because I really don't care about 1 mythic talisman that much. But now that I've explained my reasoning, let's go ahead and list these. After, of course, canceling my final quest. A good riddance. One thing I am a little sad about is that I have 100k on my RNG meter, but I just can't be bothered to do any more Eman. I am so brain dead from it. But I guess we'll list these cheapest to most expensive. We'll go ahead and put this one up for 3.9 mil. This up for 12.4 mil, and then lowest been recommed and enriched is 172 mil. While prices on these have dropped a decent amount, yeah, so we could sell this for 172.8, I think. And now the cream of the crop, our little Ender Dragon friend right here. Now, I did actually buy this Ender Dragon for 520 mil, and it was fully maxed out, all that. It was a very good deal at the time. I think prices have dropped a little bit since I bought it, though. Yeah, a level 100 Ender Dragon with pet item on it It was 580 mil, but now it's 560, which honestly not too bad. We'll sell it for 559.9. There you go. Now it's all listed. Value if all sold is 200 mil, which that is not right. I don't know. NEU doesn't like me, I guess, but that'll roughly come out to around 800 900 million coins once it all sells, which then I can invest into Aurora and Endthr and start running a bunch of T5 Kutra. Now that I actually have the extra chance to spawn Vanquishers, it's time to start doing a bunch of flare grinding. I'm going to be doing this to level my G-Drag and also for Nether Stars. So I just kind of want to see how many Nether Stars I can make in an hour. It is going to be a little scuffed since I currently cannot one-tap them. I will need to get my G-Drag to around 130 in order to one-tap them consistently, and also I don't have one build bank right now, which is a little bit of a problem, so I am just going to be two-tapping them. But yeah, no, let's see how fast I can get a Vanquisher. I just realized I literally have a 0 bank right now because all my stuff is in my purse. Hopefully that should help me with one-tapping them a little bit, or at least doing a tad bit more damage. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I can occasionally one-tap as long as I stay on my hype for long enough. Ooh, okay, there we go. We got one. Where is it spawning in? Okay, it's all the way up there, and all right, let's hopefully I can just insta-kill this. Yep, there we go. 3 Nether Stars. Yeah, surprising. It takes a little bit when you're not consistently one-tapping those things. Like, that took me probably a solid 10 minutes just for one, when normally you'd get a couple during that time, but I mean, hey, I can't complain. Just need to get my G-Drag leveled up a bit more. Overall, after selling all my drops, I made around 1.5 billion coins. And I gained a couple of things from that. Number 1 being money. Number 2 being depression. Number 3 being insanity. Number 4 being loss of faith in humanity. And number 5, I don't even know. I'll figure that out tomorrow.